Welcome to the Nightly Rant. I'm Mike.
And I'm Toria.
This is the show where we talk about the awful things that have happened in our day, the awesome things that have happened in our day,
and all the things in between.
Thanks for listening, and we truly hope you enjoy.
Hey everyone, so for today's episode, we have a special throwback because something happened and we were unable to record an episode, and we want you to have an episode 5 days a week. So we hope you enjoy this special throwback episode that we have chosen for you.
We have a feisty Yog dog.
Well, he's all excited. He's galloping around, harassing us with his hedge monster.
And then he has that play with me look, but if you go reach for his hedge, he blocks you. He doesn't really want you to take it from him. He's a weird little jerk. But, hey, he is what he is.
That's what makes him happy.
Yeah. You know what makes me happy?
Let's try to make him say hello. What makes you happy?
Saving money.
Uh-huh. Well, doesn't saving money make everyone happy?
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
But we finally, we've been talking for a while about ditching the cable.
Yeah.
And then I went there to get that new remote.
Mm-hmm.
And she broke the cost down for me, and I about keeled over.
Yeah, because, $200 a month is a little bit steep for some shitty TV channels.
Almost died. So then, it was easy for us to figure this out. We basically watch our stuff recorded.
100%.
Yeah, we don't watch things live. We watch it recorded.
Unless there's really nothing better to do,
Right.
and then we watch some miscellaneous shit live.
Right, but it's rare.
Right.
It's really rare. So, with that said, we just went through there was like 33 things that we watch on a regular basis.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that's not a lot of TV. That's like about an average of one show per day.
Yeah.
And that's not bad. But anyway, I went through that list and I gathered up the channels that were represented in there.
Mm-hmm.
Then, we already have YouTube TV.
Yes.
So,
And it's lovely.
Mm-hmm. So, we compared the channels, and there was only a few minor gaps.
There was, 9 channels we were missing?
Yeah, 8 or 9 channels that were just missing.
Unfortunately, they're channels we watch quite a lot of things on, like TLC.
So then we went to work figuring out who had the best deal
to get the rest of the channels we needed.
the rest of the channels that we needed. And it turned out that for basically like $20 at Sling TV and plus another $15 for HBO, so it's $35 there, and $15 or $16 at Philo, we're at like $76 for the month when you include YouTube TV.
So we cut our cable down.
So you add $50 to that. You add $50 to that for the...
And we're at $120.
For the internet, which is what it's going to cost, and you're at $120, and we were at $220.
Yeah.
So we just saved $100
and
a month.
The only thing we lost was Showtime, and it's because we decided it wasn't worth the extra $8 a month for the 2 shows we occasionally watch on Showtime.
Right, we could get it for $8 a month if we wanted it.
Right.
But it's just not worth the extra $8 a month to me for just 2 shows. If it was like, okay, if it had come down to, what was it? TLC was the one we were trying to find, right?
Yes.
If it had come down to that channel, and it was going to cost $8,
it'd be worth it.
We'd be paying the $8. Like if those 2 channels flip-flopped. Because we watch so much on that channel.
Yeah.
But so many people talk about doing this, and we can see why they don't do it. Because my guess is most people do not go through the struggle we went through. What most people do is they're like, oh, well, I'm kind of interested in YouTube TV. Let me have a look. Oh, it doesn't have this channel? I need that channel. I can't. They don't have a package like mine. Sorry, can't have that one. Let me look at Sling. Oh, it doesn't have this and this and this channel? Oh, I can't have that. And they don't think about the fact that you're paying 100 yards for your cable bill, and if you could get it down to 10 yards, you saved 90 yards.
Yeah, we replaced one service, getting all of our stuff, with 3, but we were already using YouTube TV anyway for some things.
So we really only added 2.
Right. And considering it's only you and I that are going to watch shows on the Extra Philo one, and their networks, I was reading on the TLC website, they're expanding to other services.
Yeah.
Let's hope they go to Sling and sit in the same package as MTV, and then we can just add that, and we'll be saving another $10 a month.
Yeah.
And only using 2 services.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Because these are going to keep expanding.
Well, I think so too. People aren't going to have cable anymore when you're paying $200 a month to have shitty channels that you only watch, like, what was it? 24 of 200 channels?
It could only be like 24. I don't remember the exact number, but it could only be that because, remember, there were 33 shows that we had recorded, but there was multiples of the same channel.
Right.
Like A&E, my gosh, lots of A&E shows.
Right, but there was also some networks that we were specific about that we didn't have anything recorded for, like HBO and GSN, etc. So I think 25 maybe total.
Yeah.
Out of 200 and something channels.
Yeah, you just don't use it. And why should you pay for it?
Exactly.
And that's what the Sling TV idea is a la carte TV.
Right. You pay an extra $5 a month.
And you add this package.
Satellite is basically a la carte TV. Depending on your satellite provider.
Most of them that I've experienced run the same way as cable TV. It's like you got this level for this much, this level for this much, and all the channels for this much.
The way that my parents works, the way that it's more like what Sling is then. Maybe it's Canadian cable, maybe it's Canadian satellite companies. But there's a basic satellite package that has all of the local channels and all the things that you get on YouTube TV. And then there's little tiny baby add-on packages. And with the basic satellite package, you get to pick whichever add-on package you want. And there's like 30 of them. And then you pay an extra fee for all the extra add-on packages you want.
See, here they just make it, here's what you get with the lowest level.
So that is exactly how Sling works.
Tier 3. And then you go, all right. Here's what you get with Tier 2. Oh, and then Tier 3 is you get all the channels. And I remember with Dish Network, it worked kind of like this. It was like $72. You had to jump from like 40 to like 75.
Right.
From Tier 3 to Tier 2. And then it was just 75 to like 82 to get all the channels. So for $7 extra, you're just like, why even? And that was their plan, see?
Yeah.
They're going to squeeze $7 more out of everybody by holding back maybe 50 channels. And out of those 50 channels, I might have actually regularly watched one.
Well,
and I was paying extra for it.
The complaint I always had about my cable in Canada, and the complaint I have about the cable here, and even the complaint I have about my parents' satellite, so it's all of them doing this. There's the regular channel, say it's Fox, and then there's Fox HD. And then there's when you have satellite, then there's the time-shifted Fox station. Yeah. And you have all of these channels that are the exact same thing, but they're counting them as your 220 channel package. You don't actually have 220 channels. You probably have 50, plus all the duplicate shit.
And the reason it doesn't seem bad to you is because, as we just said, you might stretch to use 25 channels.
Yeah.
So to you, you're like, man, there's so many channels I don't use. Yeah, because you're only using 25. That's why people need, but I think people need help figuring out how to bundle the packages together. Because like I said to you, I think they just go linear. Let me compare DirecTV Now to what I had. Oh, doesn't work. Let me compare Sling to what I had. Oh, nope, doesn't work. And whatever they always have seems better. And it probably is in the long run. But is it the difference between a $20 service and a $200 service better? I don't think so.
It's convenient to have everything on cable. But is it really worth $100 a month for that convenience?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I really don't.
And like, had we decided on the DirecTV Now, I have that Play On software that I can attach the DirecTV Now account to, and it'll go into the DirecTV Now account as though it's watching on our TV, and it'll record any show at any time on any channel that we ask it to, just like a DVR.
Can you use any service with it? Streaming service?
Yeah.
So you can hook
If it
up
has a
Philo to
login,
it.
if it has a login, you could log in and record things.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That might be somewhere we go eventually, because
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and
I
that's
think
what
we're going to run out of our
that's what that
show space.
that's what that hard drive was
Yeah.
for.
It's back
a
on our
terabyte.
browser now.
But it's a terabyte of hard drive space for, TV shows. And then you do the same thing. It has a software interface, and you do the same thing you do with the DVR.
You know how much shit you can
go
get
in
for
and
a terabyte?
well, exactly. But then you go in and you delete everything that's been watched.
I was downloading Nothing Illegal earlier, movies, and there, if you get the non-Blu-ray ripped ones, because they're horrendously massive, a 2-hour movie is under a gigabyte. They vary between 500 megabytes and like 900 megabytes, depending on, of course, quality and all that good stuff. You could fit 1,000 movies on a terabyte of hard drive.
Yeah. So I was just thinking.
Huh.
I was just calculating that in my head. That's a lot.
More than 1,000, because I did say they're less than a gigabyte.
Yeah. That's eye-opening when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. I think that, what you call it, satellite's going to be sorry, and so is cable if they don't start going a la carte.
You know, I honestly think if we'd have decided to switch, like cut out the cable when I first moved here, which we talked about doing, remember, maybe 9 months after, right? Because your cable year came up, and they were trying to stab you, and you were like, nay, I'm done. No stabbing.
Yep.
And then they stopped stabbing you, so we didn't.
Right.
But I think if we'd have done it back then, we would have just stuck with YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Because we weren't recording all these shows.
Yep.
Think about it. We weren't watching any of the things on A&E, which was a big one. We weren't watching any of the TLC things. I wasn't so super into Teen Mom because I'd just been binge watching it online before that. I think we just stuck with YouTube TV.
Yeah, probably.
And I think Teen Mom eventually ends up on Hulu.
One of them, yeah. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's Hulu. But that's the thing. You might be able to save even more if you really look at what you're watching.
I think if we made a list of the shows that we watch, we may have been able to do away with Philo.
I don't think so.
But I think you'd have had to add.
I don't think so, because TLC is what's got all the Sister Wives shows that we watch.
But Sister Wives is on Hulu. Only Sister Wives, though. Seeking Sister Wife isn't.
And that's my point. And we watch that. Watch the other thing that's on there. And then isn't the Married at First Sight on there?
No, I think it's on Lifetime.
I
think 90 Day Fiancé is on TLC.
Okay, well, there you go. There's another show. So there's like a lot of shows that we watch on that network.
Matter of fact, 90 Day Fiancé is definitely on TLC.
That's why we searched it out like we did.
Yeah. And then I watch My 600-Pound Life, and sometimes I watch Say Yes to the Dress.
But what's the strategy that they're using to not be on more services?
TLC Go, 6 months ago, do you remember, when we'd accidentally deleted the episode of Sister Wives a year ago, and we couldn't find it anywhere online. I downloaded the TLC Go app, and it was freaking horrendous.
Yeah.
And we couldn't find the episode anyway, and we were all pissed off. Apparently, they revamped the TLC Go app. So now they're starting to offer it to places. And I don't know what the holdback is. If there's like something that needs to be done for different places to have TLC Go as part of their subscription. It's probably contract negotiations.
They don't need the app for say, YouTube TV to broadcast TLC.
The package,
they need broadcast rights.
The package of TLC they give, even the DirecTV Now calls it TLC Go and HBO Go.
Well, they should all go.
I agree. But anyway, so apparently they revamped it. It now has like extensive of their content and not just this little tiny sliver. And that article that we read says that it's slowly releasing to other services. And that like 4 months ago it wasn't available on any of them.
Well, there you go. So
there's hope.
Maybe in 6 months' time we can drop one of them.
Yeah. Because we already established we can add MTV to Sling.
Yes. We originally thought it was there, but
they lied to me?
It's an add-on. They have it, but you gotta pay.
Their Sling TV's landing page that you get to from Google is misleading as fuck. That's the moral of the story.
Well, but let's talk about that for a second. That's one of the things that I get why they do it, but it bugs the crap out of me because I am not that great with visual things like this. You get to the page for it to show you, like, well, if you pick the orange package, here's what you're going to get. And they gray out the logos of the networks that you're not going to get. And they brighten the logos of the networks you are going to get. Now, okay, if I could actually have the logo at a size that I could freaking read it.
That's what the DirecTV Now had, too.
If I could have it at a size that I could actually read it, that would be okay. But when it's so small that I can't read anything on it.
Yeah.
It's difficult to make out what the hell it is. And especially since a lot of television logos
are
oval. Based off of a letter or they intersperse a letter or a number or something into the logo.
Right.
When you can't even read it.
The ones that are just big letters like HBO and Fox, you can always catch those, and E because it's an exclamation point. You can always catch those ones. But like Paramount Network, when it used to be big bold spike, but now it's scrolly Paramount and then a line and then network. Yeah. That's really hard to see when it's on your phone and the size of Yogi's fur.
Yeah, like it's a speck of rice. That's how big it is. And I end up getting on Chrome and being like, Control plus. Okay, 600%. 600%. Wow. Now I can finally see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my computer's got super high resolution graphics.
I am glad I found Philo, though, because we were getting ready to pull all of our hair out and each other's hair, trying to find where we could get TLC from without getting screwed over.
Well, it was interesting because I hadn't gotten to look at it yet. You obviously went in reverse with me because I looked up exactly what you did, where to find TLC on a streaming service.
And we were on the same article.
And then it gave me this article and it talked about PlayStation Vue, which I don't understand why so many people are raving about. It seems way overpriced to me. It seems like cable TV prices. It's freaking crazy.
DirecTV Now is also way overpriced. Cable TV prices.
Yes, for what it is.
But considering it's DirecTV.
But there was those two and then Philo.
But Philo wasn't in the list at the top.
No, but it was those two and then when you scroll down and then there was Philo.
Yeah.
And I looked at PlayStation Vue and I pretty much passed on it right away because it's so damned expensive.
And then we tried to look at the DirecTV Now.
And the DirecTV Now was so difficult to figure out.
$75 package to get TLC.
Yeah, it was expensive. So that was like a no. And then you were like, hey, look, I think this one comes with it. And then I checked and I was like, yeah, you're right. It does come with it.
And they gave me a 7-day free trial without requiring a credit card.
Yeah, and it's only $16 for the month. So.
And I was looking at it, and you know how there's a $20 package too? Mm-hmm. It has 5 extra channels. I haven't even heard of them.
Yeah, why would you want that? Doesn't make any sense. But, I'm thinking there's an opportunity here.
I think I think so too. And you know what? The fact that we went through all of that hassle is just, I don't believe we did it, because it was giving us both a headache. We were both getting annoyed.
Yeah, if you could have an easy way. Because I always hear people say, oh, I was going to do it. And like I said, they either get all confused and don't know what to do, or they'll say, oh, well, I compared my service to DirecTV Now, to Sling, and to, PlayStation View, and it doesn't match up. My cable's better.
Right.
But they don't take the time to figure out that, hey, when you combine multiple services, it's still less than what you're paying for the cable. And you manage to fill the gaps of the shows you watch.
Yeah.
And I think the most important aspect of the whole thing is the audit of what shows you watch. And one thing it turned out to be a super benefit to this move for us is we don't generally watch, well, in fact, our regular shows, we don't ever watch live.
Yeah, the only thing that we watch live is sometimes we're too impatient to wait for Teen Mom.
Or we're tired.
Because we have nothing else on Mondays.
Or we're tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a rarity. And so we don't really watch things live. But it worked out in our favor because, hey, now I have a definitive list of what we watch. There is no question, did we miss a show?
I also think we have more actual channels now than we used to have.
Yeah. Well, that was weird, too. That one show that was on Lifetime and wouldn't let me, the Dance Mom show, wouldn't let me look at it, but I could look at the other Lifetime shows. That's weird shit. I wonder if Dance Moms is like in bankruptcy or something and they locked the show down.
Is that a thing they would do?
It's an asset. They freeze assets all the time.
Huh. Who knows?
I don't know. Weird stuff.
It is weird stuff. It's really weird stuff.
What else have you got to add to this scenario here, Chick?
I don't know. I am just overall super excited that we actually managed to find everything and we yet again worked together and didn't murder each other.
Yeah.
No matter how frustrated we got.
Yeah. I agree with you. How do I change the mode to nighttime mode?
Swipe up.
Yeah, I got that out.
And it's the moon.
That just says do not disturb, though.
Oh. Hold on a second, I'll find it for you. I'll find it for you after our podcast, though.
What the hell did I just do? Stop. Anyway. You got nothing to add?
But I did check. Dance Moms is right there.
Huh.
I found it for you.
That's funny. Cool. Set it up to record.
I already closed the Roku thing, so I will.
Alrighty. Well, if that's all you got, then that's all she wrote.
Good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye bye.
Hi everyone, this is Mike, and I truly hope you enjoyed this show. You're able to subscribe to this show on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher so as to never miss an episode. If by chance you did miss an episode here or there, you can catch up on all shows, past and present, by heading over to yogispodcastnetwork.com/TNR show. Thanks for listening.